Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Tiffany Ave Takes. On today's episode, today I'm just talking about a trending topic that has taken over my TikTok, it's taken over my IG, Twitter, like all socials. And it's the going on a walk for a date topic. First date to be exact. If it's one thing the internet gonna do, is find something to debate about when it comes to dating. Like every time I look around, it's something. Like first it was the coffee first date, then it was these restaurants are off limits conversation, and then it's who pays for the date. Like it's ongoing, and I'm here to get my 2 cents. This one was interesting to me because where did it come from? It's just out of the blue. One, I didn't know that people like chose going on a walk for dates. I guess the first question is, would I go on a date, a walking first date? My take on that is I don't feel like that should be categorized as a date. Like I feel like social media, this climate, like we're so big on categorizing stuff, and to be honest, I don't feel like that's categorized as a date. Like we went on a walk together. I don't know what the official definition of a date. And one, I don't feel like that's a good first move, not because it doesn't cost anything. And I'm just saying that because I feel like you should get to know someone's temperament a little bit more before you ask them to do something like in nature. Because people be having all types of stuff going on. Like it could be health issues, it could be, just irritable, like sun having an impact on them, like where you go. Like, what if they're afraid of heights and you want to go hike a mountain? I guess it's not a walk. It's not a walk, but you can walk. You can still walk in places that are elevated. Like, I just feel like you need to know a little bit more about a person before you ask them. Now, if it's just at a park, I guess, but I just feel like you need to know someone a little bit, build some type of rapport with someone before you ask them to do that. Like you can find something else that's free. If that's the case, then just go have a picnic in the park. It's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like people who truly like each other are not gonna have an issue with someone that says that. But I feel like it's not a good first meetup. I feel like maybe it could be a follow up to a first meetup. Like if you went on a date somewhere and you had really good chemistry with that person, you want to spend a little more extra time with that person. There's nothing wrong with, just like you go on a date Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday evening, you want to go for a walk. You could just be like, hey, I really enjoyed my time with you. And they more than likely will ask what you're doing today. And then you could be like, oh, I'm going for a walk at so and so park around this time. I would love for you to join me. Like I feel like that's a better like placement of a walk. But just someone you see, like how would that work? Like just someone you see, like first of all, men have a lot of pressure to just like approach a woman and be like, yo, and get them to want to be interested in you. Like it don't matter. Like for me, it don't matter how cute a person is. Like it just gotta be something more, that I'm attracted to. And for to not know much about a person and then say to them that you want to go on a walk with them, I feel like it's a little weird. Sorry, it's a little weird. Like I just think build some rapport first. I'm not opposed to going on a walk. Like walks are great. I walk all the time. I have a dog. So, but I'm just saying, like, it just feels like it would be like a person taken aback by that, you know. Um, but yeah, I feel like if the people truly like each other, then any way to spend time with that person, like they would be down for, and It's not that I would not do a walk. It's just that I think it's kind of awkward for a first meetup. But sometimes it's, and I get the idea of it. Like you just want to kind of chill with the person and see who they are when like money is not involved, people are not involved. You know, just sometimes you can get like the most genuine like vibe for a person in that type of setting when there's not much to distract you. Um, which makes sense. But again, maybe let that be a follow up to a first date, not just first date. Um, because how would you present it? Like, yo, I just met you. Can I have your number? Whatever, however you started, DM, whatever. And then the next thing you say is, I'm going for a walk. I'd like for you to join me. Like, I feel like the person, man or woman, would look at you crazy. Um, but again, it's not the date itself. It's just, and I wouldn't call that a date. Like, I just think it's a follow up move. Like, I'm trying to think of something else where you don't have to spend money. Because I know that's the whole thing here. What guys are getting at, oh, she only wants me to go out to eat. And I know that it's girls that, like, literally just do that. I've met some of them. And my whole take on that is I don't see how that works. Because to be honest, let's just say I ain't had nothing to eat. And some man was like, oh, I'll take you out. And I'm not feeling him at all. I know I'm not feeling him. It's just that, oh, I could get food from this. The fact that I'm not feeling you is gonna overweigh the fact of the meal. Because I hate being in bad company. Or I hate being in company that I'm not interested in. I hate that. And I know I'm probably the minority in that. But it's just like, ugh, I'd rather be alone. Get a couple of noodles and be not annoyed. Sir, get away from me. That's just but I know that's where these type of ideas come from. Like, but it's just a walk is not a bad uh suggestion. It just shouldn't be the first suggestion. That's the take of my video. I talked about a lot, but that's just like my overall take. Like, no. I also think too, it depends on how you meet. Because if you're being active, you know, like say for instance you're walking in the park and you see someone that you're interested in, and be like, hey, whatever they say. And I'm like, I'm walking here later at so and so. You should join me. That's completely different. I think that's completely different. Meeting someone in an active setting and then asking them to do something active, it's separate. But if you meet me and I am downtown, like heels, dress, like approach the person on the vibe that they're on. That's what I think is the best option for a first date. Or maybe just talk to them. Talk to them a little bit before you do anything together. And then, kind of get a vibe for what the person does. Now, if they seem like an active person and then you're active, I think it's okay. That's the exception. If the person is active and you're just trying to get to know one another, then whatever. But there was like, oh, this is even worse than the coffee dates. My take on coffee dates while we're here. First of all, I feel like coffee is a morning thing. Just me personally, coffee is a morning thing. I'm not a morning person. I'm not getting up out the bed to go meet you and drink coffee and talk. Mm-mm. Like that's what I say. You got to find out something about the person. Like I'm not a morning person. Oh, I think we should go get coffee. Oh, we should meet in the morning and go get coffee. Um, my version of that would be, I guess, like ice cream. Like, you want to do something simple? I'm cool with doing something simple. I'm not like people think, but it's not really what. um, but yeah, me later go get some ice cream. Let's go walk and then get some ice cream. That's cute. It's kind of high school. I hate to say it. It's kind of high school, but it's cute. You know, if you appreciate, I think it's just what the person appreciates. But again, I think in any situation, whether the person is active or not active, it's more acceptable if they are active. But in any situation, I think it should be a follow up move, not initial. Let's stick to the go tos. You know, that's one thing.